Hi, um, my name is Carla, and per usual, I usually do this stuff on a whim, and a lot of that is just because Dad always said, always try something at least once, and he didn't understand why I would always get in my own head, or why my brother and I would always get in our own heads, but for at least me, I know I tend the tendency to do that, and he always wanted us to try different things, get out there, explore. So I probably should have had a better idea going in here what kind of story to tell, so it's going to be kind of all over the place. But coming here just felt like something a sign. We're big on signs, aren't we? And one of the things that I never got to explain or share with everyone during Dad's memorial at work was that he was a jokester. He loved to tell jokes. He loved to make people laugh. He also loved to gain new experiences. And that was kind of a big part of how we hung out with each other a lot. A lot of FOMO. We were always afraid of missing out on something. So anytime something showed up, like a food truck or some kind of fair or artisan market or a new store that opened or a new restaurant, even if it was just something like walking somewhere new or driving around a new neighborhood, he always asked, like, you want to try? You want to check it out? And ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to go out. So yeah, I was usually always game. And we just shared so many experiences. And I will always treasure those. Because despite everything, or despite how everyone sees, I miss you, Dad, every day, every minute, every moment. And I find it to be very important that you know, and that everyone should know, that I'm not mad at you. I could never be mad at you for dying. And it's ridiculous to me to hold on to something like that, wouldn't we? You showed me new music. You introduced me to so many new foods and challenged me to think certain ways. You listened to me. And I'm not saying you were perfect. You definitely had your flaws. As did I. And you could be so frustrating and stubborn and so old-fashioned in certain views, but you're also open to hearing at least an alternative view. And you loved us in your own way. You loved me. I don't question that. One of the things I never got to say at your memorial that I wish people would talk about was how much you did. Everyone always talked about the jokes and the pranks, and yeah, you're a mood maker. You're definitely a mood maker, and it's very difficult to reconnect with people or to build connections that you already had. It's so hard to not have you as a confidant, to figure out how to navigate through different situations, especially with the family. Oh God, the politics. I mean, I can see why you needed your alone time a lot of the time. It's pretty stressful, and that's just me with my one language. And you had so many dialects, and you were brilliant, and no one can ever take that away from you, despite. I don't want to complain. And yet somehow passive aggression is kind of where it's going. I don't want to complain. That's an issue I have with everyone else, and eventually I'm going to work that out. I'm sure I am. I'm trying. It's, I think one of the things that's helping me get through this is knowing that we did share so many experiences together and that we had very similar ideologies where we know that sometime in the future this may not be available to us, or certain moments could spark new ones, chain reaction of sorts. And sometimes how we're feeling in that moment could pass. And I'm sure later down the line it's going to cost me for not crying. And I know you hated crying. So I've been trying very hard to school that. I think one of my favorite things that we did that was so common, so often, just writing anywhere. Just pick a playlist, sing along, or don't. We just talk. Sometimes about nothing. Sometimes it's life-changing stuff that we needed to discuss. It didn't have to be anything more than that. So you know what? Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you. I always will. And at some point I'm probably gonna have to start using past tense more often. It's only because a lot of who you were, who you are, what you did, what you said, it still means a lot. It still means something. So it doesn't fade. Hence, not past tense for me. Thank you. Freaking cried anyways. At least I didn't bawl.